Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm going to be answering a question which is it harder to get yourself a CDL permit by passing the written test, or is it harder to pass the road test itself? So let's explain both of those things and I'll let you decide for yourself. So in order to get a CDL Class A permit, you're going to have to pass 3 different written exams. You're going to have to pass general knowledge, you're going to have to pass air brakes, and you're going to have to pass a combination vehicle. So a lot of people say, hey, passing a written test, that's hard. I'm not that good in school. I don't like reading. I don't like doing any of that stuff. So that's going to be the hardest part for me. When it comes to the driving, I'm a natural. I'm a very hands-on guy, and the driving part is going to be a piece of cake. And that might be true for you. But let's really break down what you're going to have to do for each one. So for instance, like I said, you have those 3 tests. General knowledge, you're going to need to take it's going to be a 50-question test. Air brakes is going to be a 25-question test. And combination vehicle is going to be a 20-question test. On each one of those tests, you're going to need to get 80% or better to pass, right? How do you study for the test? Many people study many different ways. So if you want to kind of do it on your own, there's a bunch of apps out there that you can study for. There's a whole bunch of practice tests online. If you want to do it with us as a school, the biggest difference between us teaching you and you doing it on your own, yes, we're going to be able to teach you how to pass the written test with flying colors, but also we're going to teach you the skills that you need when it comes to real life, right? Because this whole CDL game is all about, yes, you're going to make more money the first year coming out of school, but you're going to make the most money the more clean you keep your license, and the only way to do that is by knowing what's right and what's wrong on the road. And that's what our classroom training portion is about. And our course there has a 95% success rate on just passing the written exams itself. So whether you want to do that on your own or whether you want to come to the best driving school around, we can help you out. That being said, that's what you're going to have to do for the permit, right? So you're going to have to pass those tests. Yes, you are going to have to read. Yes, you are going to have to study. But once you pass the test, that's it. You're good to go. Now let's take it to the road test. Now the road test itself is going to be a 2.5-hour long test. It's going to be split into 3 different parts. The first part of the test is all about inspecting the truck. There you're going to have to know how to inspect both the inside and outside of the vehicle. Let me tell you why this part of the truck is so hard. So to give you an example, you see an excerpt of our pre-trip inspection script. So here you're going to see oil level. You're going to say this underneath oil level. I'm going to check my oil level. Here's my dipstick. I must check it with the engine off. If the engine's not off, I can't check it. And it must be above the refill mark. If you don't say that word for word, you're not going to get credit on that item itself, which means you're going to get 1 less point for the test. So that alone takes 1 hour, like I said, and there's a whole bunch of other items that you're going to have to memorize word for word. And that's an extremely hard test. Second part of the test is all about parking the truck. These are all the different parking maneuvers that you're going to have to do. Straight line backing, offset backing, to the right and to the left, parallel parking to the driver's side and the passenger side, as well as alley docking. So like I said, a lot of different things that can go wrong there. And then the last part of the test is actually driving on the road. So even though you're natural and you know how to drive on the road and all this stuff and you're a hands-on learner, I can guarantee you that passing the road test is going to be a lot harder than you think it's going to be. And it's going to be a lot harder than getting your CDL permit. So when you're giving us a call saying, hey, I already passed my CDL permit and all I have to do is pass the road test, remember, you passed the easiest part. Now we still have to climb the whole mountain and get you across there. When it comes to passing the test, once you pass that road test, you're going to feel so happy with yourself because you accomplished a feat that is extremely hard. Now the only way to make that test easy is if you come to a proper training school like us. Like I said, we're the best driving school in the entire country, if probably not the country, probably in the entire world. We can get our students ready to pass this test. One of the secrets that we do is that when you're training here at RDR, we held you to a higher standard than what you would be held at the test itself. So if you're training harder than what the road test is going to be, that means the road test is going to be a piece of cake. So if you kind of take it as weight training, right? So if you're taking the competition and the road test would be the competition, and during that competition you have to lift 15 pounds. Now if during your training all you did was lift 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, by the time you get to the competition that 15 pounds is going to be a lot of work to lift. However, during the training, if you've been lifting 20-pound weights, 25-pound weights, now by the time that you go for the road test itself, you just have to lift a 15-pound weight. It's going to be a piece of cake because we trained you harder than what the test is all about. So if you want to make sure that the road test is easy for you, you have to train the proper way. The only way to do that is to sign up with our school. So if you want to find out information on how to get signed up with our school, or what you need to get started, all you need is $500 down, then we can work out a payment plan for the rest. You can take a virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour or give our office a call, 908-525-3609, and we're here to help you out any which way that we can. Thanks. Our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom, and we want to get you on that road to freedom as soon as possible in the most efficient and safest way. So one more time, give us a call, 908-525-3609, or click on the link, check out our virtual school tour at cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com/tour. Thanks, and have a great day.